Have you ever wondered why your kindness is often met with disrespect? You go out of your way to help others, to support them, to be there for them in their times of need. Yet instead of gratitude, you are ignored, taken for granted, or even mistreated. It feels unfair. It feels painful. But why does this happen? Why do people disrespect those who are kind? The truth is, kindness is a rare gift. Not everyone understands it. Not everyone values it. And some people, instead of appreciating kindness, see it as a weakness. They believe that a kind person is someone they can use, someone who will always forgive, someone who will never walk away, no matter how badly they are treated. This is why the most giving, the most compassionate, and the most selfless people often suffer the most. But does this mean you should stop being kind? Should you become cold and distant just to avoid being hurt? Absolutely not. Islam teaches us that kindness is one of the greatest virtues, but it also teaches us to be wise. You can be kind without being taken for granted. You can be generous without letting people use you. You can be forgiving without allowing disrespect. The key is balance. The key is understanding when to give, when to hold back, and when to walk away. In this video, we will explore why kindness is often met with disrespect, how to protect yourself from being taken for granted, and how to remain kind without losing your dignity. Because true kindness is not about allowing yourself to be mistreated. It is about carrying a good heart with wisdom and strength. So stay with us as we uncover the truth behind why kindness makes people disrespect you. And before we begin, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers for more insightful Islamic content. 1. Kindness is a gift from Allah. Kindness is one of the most powerful and beautiful qualities a person can have. It is a reflection of a pure heart, a strong soul, and a deep connection with Allah. When you are kind, you are not just doing a good deed, you are following the path of the prophets, the righteous, and those whom Allah loves. Kindness is not just about smiling at people or helping others when it is easy. True kindness is when you give, even when you have little, when you forgive, even when someone has wronged you, and when you stand by the weak, even when it costs you something. Kindness is an act of worship. It is a way to bring light into the hearts of others and a means of earning Allah's mercy. However, in today's world, kindness is often misunderstood. People see a kind person and assume they are weak. They think kindness means you will never say no, that you will always be available, and that you will tolerate anything. This is where the test comes in. Many people do not appreciate kindness because they do not understand its value. They take it for granted because they do not realize that a kind heart is a rare and precious gift from Allah. But just because people fail to see your worth does not mean you should stop being kind. Your kindness is between you and Allah, not between you and people. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was the kindest of all, yet he was disrespected by many. People insulted him, threw garbage at him, and even tried to kill him. But did that stop him from being kind? No, because his kindness was for the sake of Allah, not for human approval. This is the mindset we need to have. If you are kind and people disrespect you, remind yourself that your reward is with Allah, not with them. Do not let their behavior change your goodness. Do not let their ignorance dim your light. It is important to remember that kindness does not mean allowing people to walk all over you. Islam teaches us to be kind, but it also teaches us to be wise. A believer is not naive. You can be kind and still set boundaries. You can be generous without allowing people to use you. You can forgive, but also protect yourself from harm. The key is to balance kindness with self-respect. Do not let people mistake your kindness for weakness. Strength and kindness go hand in hand. The strongest people are not the ones who fight and shout. They are the ones who remain kind even when the world is cruel. If you ever feel like giving up on kindness because of how people treat you, remember that every act of kindness you do is recorded by Allah. He sees your struggles, He knows your pain, and He will reward you in ways you cannot imagine. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that even a smile is charity. Imagine how much reward is waiting for those who continue to be kind despite being mistreated. This world is temporary. The people who disrespect you today will not matter in the hereafter. What will matter is how you lived your life. Whether you held on to your kindness despite the tests, whether you remained sincere despite the hardships, and whether you continued to spread goodness, no matter what. Surely, Allah is with those who fear Him and those who are good in their deeds. When you are kind, you are not weak. You are under the special care of Allah. He is with you, supporting you, guiding you, and preparing great rewards for you. So keep being kind. Keep being strong. And most importantly, keep trusting that Allah sees everything, and He will never let your kindness go unrewarded. 2. Some people see kindness as weakness. One of the hardest lessons in life is realizing that not everyone will appreciate your kindness. Some people will see it as a beautiful quality, but others will see it as a weakness they can exploit. They think that because you are kind, you will never stand up for yourself. They assume that because you forgive easily, they can keep hurting you without consequences. This is a painful reality, but as believers, we must understand that the world is full of tests. Your kindness is one of those tests. Will you let others change you? Will you allow their bad behavior to turn your heart cold? Or will you remain true to your nature and your faith, knowing that kindness is a strength, not a weakness? In life, there will always be people who try to test your limits. They will take your kindness for granted and push you to see how much you will tolerate it. Some will only respect you if you stand up for yourself. This is why Islam teaches us to be both kind and strong. Do not be afraid to say no when needed. Do not hesitate to walk away from people who mistreat you. Your kindness should be given freely, but it should never be forced. If someone only values you when you are doing things for them, they never truly valued you in the first place. One of the biggest mistakes kind people make is assuming that everyone has the same heart as them. They believe that because they are sincere, others will be too. But the reality is different. Some people only take and never give. They drain your energy, demand your time, and show no appreciation. And if you continue to give without setting boundaries, they will never stop taking. This is not what Islam teaches. Islam teaches us to help others, but not at the cost of our own well-being. If you ever feel like people are taking advantage of your kindness, remind yourself of your worth. Allah created you with dignity, and He does not want you to be disrespected. Strength and kindness go hand in hand. Do not let anyone convince you that being kind means being weak. Weakness is when you allow others to mistreat you without standing up for yourself. True strength is when you remain kind, but also know your limits. It is when you choose to walk away from toxic people, rather than lowering your standards to match theirs. O you who believe, be upholders of justice, witnesses for Allah, even though against the interest of yourselves or the parents and the kinsmen. One may be rich or poor, Allah is better caretaker of both. So do not follow desires, lest you should swerve. If you twist or avoid the evidence, then Allah is all aware of what you do. Being a believer means standing up for what is right, even if it means setting boundaries with those who do not appreciate us. Do not let the world change your kind heart, but also do not let the world misuse it. Your kindness is a gift from Allah. Protect it, cherish it, and use it wisely. 3. Why do people disrespect kindness? It is heartbreaking when your kindness is met with disrespect. You go out of your way to help others, to be there for them, to support them when they need it. Yet, instead of appreciation, you receive neglect, rudeness, or even betrayal. Why does this happen? Why do people take kindness for granted instead of valuing it? The answer lies in human nature. Many people do not appreciate what is easily available to them. when you are always kind, always forgiving, and always there. Some people start seeing it as something ordinary. They assume that you will always be there no matter what they do, so they stop valuing you. The problem is not with kindness itself. The problem is with people who do not understand its worth. Imagine a glass of water in front of you. If you are very thirsty, you will value that water. But if you always have access to water, you might take it for granted. Some people treat kind people the same way. They assume that because you are always giving, always understanding, and always available, you will never leave, and so they stop treating you with respect. They begin to think they can treat you however they want, and you will still be there. Another reason people disrespect kindness is because they mistake it for weakness. In this world, many people believe that strength means being aggressive, loud, or controlling. They think that if you are soft-spoken and kind, it means you are weak. They do not understand that real strength is in self-control, in patience, in the ability to remain kind even when others are rude. But because they do not see this, they assume they can mistreat kind people without consequences. Some people also disrespect kindness because they are used to toxic environments. If someone has grown up in a home where kindness was never shown, where love was not expressed, and where only harshness was valued, they may not know how to respond to kindness. They may see it as something suspicious or strange. Instead of appreciating it, they might push it away or test it to see if it is real. But the most painful reality is that some people simply do not have good hearts. No matter how much kindness you show them, they will never value it. No matter how much you give, they will never appreciate it. They see the world through selfish eyes, always thinking about what they can take rather than what they can give. These are the people who will use you, drain your energy, and then leave when they no longer need you. This is why Islam teaches us to be careful with our kindness. Give freely, but do not give to the point where you harm yourself. Help others, but do not let them take advantage of you. Love people, but do not let them manipulate your love. Your kindness should be a gift, not something people feel entitled to. Is there any reward for goodness other than goodness? Even if people mistreat you, your kindness is never wasted. Allah sees every good deed, every act of patience, and every moment of sincerity. So do not be discouraged if people disrespect your kindness. Keep being kind, but be wise. Know when to walk away, know when to set limits, and most importantly, know that your reward is with Allah, not with people. 4. How to stay kind without being disrespected. Being kind is one of the greatest strengths a person can have, but it is also a quality that people often take for granted. The challenge is learning how to remain kind without allowing others to mistreat or disrespect you. Many people struggle with this because they feel that being kind means accepting bad treatment, staying silent when hurt, or always putting others first. However, Islam teaches us that kindness should never come at the cost of self-respect. You can be kind and still demand respect. You can be soft-hearted and still have strong boundaries. A boundary is not about being rude or unkind. It is about valuing yourself enough to say, I will not accept disrespect. If someone only comes to you when they need help but disappears when you need support, it is okay to step back. If someone constantly belittles you, it is okay to distance yourself. If someone takes advantage of your generosity without appreciation, it is okay to stop giving. Islam does not tell us to be naive. It tells us to be kind, but also to be wise. Another way to stay kind without being disrespected is to stop seeking validation from people. Many people become hurt because they expect others to appreciate their kindness. But the truth is, not everyone will. Some people will use you, some will ignore your efforts, and some will even mock you for being kind. If your kindness depends on how others treat you, you will always be disappointed. Instead, let your kindness be for the sake of Allah. When you help someone, do it because it pleases Allah, not because you expect something in return. When you forgive, do it because Allah loves those who forgive, not because you want people to change. When your kindness is for Allah, you will never feel like it is wasted. Finally, remember that your kindness is a reflection of your character, not theirs. If people mistreat you despite your goodness, it says more about them than about you. Do not let their behavior change who you are. Continue to be kind, but also be strong. Continue to give, but also protect your peace. Continue to forgive, but also know when to walk away. Do not walk on the earth in haughty style. You can neither tear the earth apart, nor can you match the mountains in height. Do not allow arrogance to take over your kindness, but also do not allow people to walk over you. True believers are kind, but they also carry themselves with dignity. Keep being kind, but never let the world make you forget your worth. 5. The reward of kindness in Islam. Even when people take your kindness for granted, even when they disrespect you, and even when they fail to appreciate your good heart, never stop being kind. Not because people deserve it, but because Allah loves it. In this world, people may not always recognize your kindness, but in the sight of Allah, every act of kindness is counted, every good deed is recorded, and every sincere effort is rewarded. One of the most beautiful qualities of a believer is their ability to remain kind, even when the world is cruel. It is easy to become bitter after experiencing disrespect. It is easy to say, "Why should I be kind when people don't care?" But the reality is, kindness is not for them. It is for you. It is a reflection of your soul, your faith, and your connection with Allah. True kindness comes from within, and it remains strong even when faced with ungratefulness. Allah promises in the Quran that every good deed will be rewarded, no matter how small. Even a smile, even a kind word, even a simple act of helping someone in need. It all adds up in your book of deeds. Kindness also brings blessings into your life. When you are good to others, Allah sends good people into your life. When you help others, Allah helps you in ways you do not even realize. When you forgive, Allah forgives you. The kindness you give always comes back to you in ways you never expected. However, this does not mean you should allow yourself to be taken advantage of. Islam teaches us to be balanced. Be kind, but also be wise. Help others, but also take care of yourself. Forgive, but also know when to distance yourself from those who continuously hurt you. True kindness includes self-respect. Many times, the test of kindness is not how you treat good people, but how you treat those who mistreat you. It is easy to be kind to someone who is kind to you, but the real challenge is remaining kind when you are faced with disrespect. Surely those who believe and do righteous deeds, for them the all-merciful, Allah, will create love. Even if people do not appreciate your kindness, Allah does. Even if people disrespect you, Allah elevates you. Never let people's actions change your good heart. Keep being kind, keep doing good, and keep trusting that your reward is with Allah. Kindness is a beautiful gift from Allah, but it should never come at the cost of your self-respect. Some people will appreciate your good heart, while others will take advantage of it. But remember, their actions do not define you. Your kindness is between you and Allah. Even if the world fails to recognize your goodness, Allah sees every sincere effort, every silent sacrifice, and every act of kindness done for His sake. Never let the disrespect of others change who you are. Stay kind, but stay wise. Be generous, but set boundaries. Forgive, but do not allow repeated harm. Most importantly, place your trust in Allah, because He is the best of planners, and He will never let your kindness go unrewarded. So keep being kind, not for people, but for Allah. Your reward is with Him, and it is far greater than anything this world can offer. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers for more inspiring Islamic content. May Allah bless you and protect your heart always.